pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe you visited us 3 or now we can say 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think 4 years, 2021.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you have done your first session with us, and now after 3 years,
Yeah.
you are back.
Yeah.
Because you are happy you are back, no?
Yeah, I'm happy I was back, but
Yeah.
I wasn't convinced
Yeah.
to come back. Not because of the clinic
Yeah.
or anybody here, just because I thought maybe enough's enough. I don't need to do it again. Egla contacted me, and she was very supportive, but not pushy. Just she explained to me that they could put some more density into the top of the hair. So I thought about it, and I thought, yeah, might as well do it properly and come back here. But yeah, the first experience was good, and in the UK, people were saying how good it was, how natural it looked. So I put my trust in you.
Thank you so
Second
much.
time.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But basically, you know, in your case, we face several cases like this. In meaning, like when you come first time, you know, to do hair transplant, you have I can call a spot, big one, or gaps. You might not be able to cover it totally because your donor area, let's say, not that much rich, you know. So in some cases, you know, we advise the patient, like, you can go for a session now, and maybe after a year or 2 years, and sometimes like yourself, even several years, you might come back just for the density. So basically, in the first session, we try to cover the head, and you will have the hair but no density as you want. Maybe it doesn't satisfy you that much, so you might have this opportunity to go for a second session, and we work on the density, which personally I like the idea when you come to the same team who did your surgery, and they are aware about, you know, what did we work, because, you know, we keep every file for every patient to know for coming later, like 3 years or 4 years after it, you know, you are back again. So this will give us again trust to take your case in more detailed way.
Sure.
Yeah. So in the first let's say stage, can you just tell me why did you decide to do hair transplant? I mean, what drive you there?
I lost quite a lot of hair in my early 20s.
Okay.
So it didn't recede, but it went thin across the top, right across the top, went very thin. And at the time, maybe I didn't have the information about the clinics, and I'm thinking about it, it's probably good that I didn't do this until later in life, because I think if I'd have done it back then, I would have had to have come again and again and again more times.
True.
So and if I'm honest, I didn't think about it until I was in my 40s, maybe mid 40s, and I started to hear more about it. And I saw, when I went on holiday, I saw guys from the UK coming back home with bandages and stuff, and I thought, I'll find out a bit more about it. So I felt I knew, as much as you can, I knew what to expect, and I didn't feel pushed into it at all. But I took the plunge. I had to take the plunge. I watched a lot of YouTube videos of other people doing it, and I thought, I saw yourself on Bloomberg video, and I liked your transparency and your ethical viewpoint.
Thank you.
So that reassured me, and and then I came out in 2021, and if I'm honest, it surprises you that you don't quite know what to expect. You do. You're told what to expect. But to have the front part done was, to see it coming through and growing, was fantastic. And then you go through a period of, I've got a big spot here now that needs to be done. So then you just want to get the next bit done properly. And then again, being offered this session this time was really good. And I don't think I have any donor hair left now, in a good way. In a good way. But I hope this will be the best result that I could have got.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm telling you, a hair transplant is, I wouldn't say it's easy operation, but the moment you choose, as you mentioned, like the right time, the age, you know, when do you have to do it, so your chance might be more successful than others, because if you got too late to do it, you might not have this chance, by the way, to go for 2, let's say, sessions. And if you do it too much early age, you might face that you will lose hair later on, you know. So this was a good point you mentioned. The last thing I want to know, like, which you spoke a bit about it, but the expectation, I mean, as a UK now a person flying to Turkey, I mean, and you put something in your mind. I'm thinking Turkey, Istanbul. So
look, so yeah, it's a bit unnerving. So there's some anxiety.
Yeah.
To do with coming to a country. I've been before, but only on holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So coming to a country and putting yourself in the hands of a team who there were translators, but not everybody spoke English.
Yeah.
So it's what you'd call a leap of faith in England. So you have to put some trust in people, and I think it worked out well for me, very well. I'm not saying it was without stress, because it was the first time was a stressful experience. I came on my own, and I know you offer the opportunity for people to come accompanied.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back, I would have done that the first time, but I don't have any regrets about it at all. It's an amazing thing to be able to do, to have the opportunity to do so. And in the past, nobody had that opportunity. So I say, take it. Grab the opportunity. I think when you said about expectation, I wasn't sure how it would look, because some of not yours, but some advertising suggests you're going to have thick hair like when you were 20 years old or when you were young, and you find out and you're told. Arabet put me in touch with a guy called Sear. So a patient of yours, a previous patient, and I talked to him on WhatsApp.
Sure.
So I had a really good idea that I knew it wasn't going to be thick, but it was going to be life-changing. So that was good. Expectations, you have to have a bit of faith and a bit of confidence in the people that you're dealing with, and the team, fantastic team. Very personable, very friendly, and they're interested in you. They're not just interested in taking your money, they're interested in you as well. So great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your words, and people just like you give, being honest, even telling people, because people need this push sometimes. So someone need to push and let them believe that this can happen.
Sure.
There is nothing to worry about. I really appreciate it, and pleasure meeting you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thanks
it.
you.
Thank you.
Cheers.